Yo, what's going on, guys? Let's see if we can break down this choppy range day that we had today. We're not gonna spend too much time in today's price action. We know what it pretty much gave us, right? Like it was just exactly what you expect on a Monday with no news, right? Like this was most of it. Just in, I mean, it was like 130 point range all day today, even including like Asia, like say like 923 up to like 1850. So yeah, like 130, 140 point max range today. We left a bunch of equal highs up there to tease everybody. And then end of day, we finally come down and get the draw that we thought that I kind of mentioned in the late morning video that we had that 4 hour FVG sitting down here. And why was this a thing of interest? Well, because obviously it's a 4 hour FVG. You know, we know price likes to draw to those. And then what else do you see? You also see this 4 hour order block sitting right there. So you see how we wicked that order block so far, and we're holding the FVG. So this is going to be the condition going into tonight. I'm just going to watch this 4 hour. If this thing holds, then I think we have potential to go higher. Why? Because we're also in the 4 hour, and then remember we're also in this big old daily fair value gap. So I mean, price can bounce anywhere in here, but being bearish is also not off the cards either. So what happens if we start violating this 4 hour OB, this 4 hour FVG? Well, I think we're starting a bigger 4 hour sell model then. Why? Because 4 hour order block right here. Notice how we came up into it today, and look how the bodies respected this thing. Three rejections there right off of it. So instead of like a fair value gap being your entry for like a larger time frame sell model, like you would expect a retrace up into like an FVG. You get up into this 4 hour order block up here. But you just gotta be careful because maybe we're just coming down for this 4 hour and the daily, even though we do have like these relative equal lows sitting down here as well. But you have to keep in mind, if we go look at the charts, what else do you see? If we go from I think it's our 130 lows, yeah, our 130 highs rather. So these were highs on last Friday, and then this was high of day today. What do you see? We got perfect equal highs sitting here now. So at some point we'll come back and get these. We'll keep these marked because obviously there'll be a draw at some point. But we don't have to go get them now. I mean, we're pretty far away from them now. Once price starts, displacing up towards that way, then we know we can go look at them and then expect price to go take them. But if it doesn't, then that's okay. I mean, we'll look the other direction. So yeah, I'm watching the 4 hour. The other thing is to watch this. We'll get rid of these equal highs here. This is where price was rejecting all day today as well. 4 hour BPR, 4 hour FVG, inverse, whatever you want to call it. But you see, look how price rejected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times today as well. Put in a rejection block here. So you see price could not get above that, and then price was also stuck with within this hourly, right? So it was kind of just a ping pong between these two hourly FVGs today. Looks like we might inverse this hourly down here. So it's all going to depend on what happens, with that 4 hour FVG. I don't think these are hourly equal lows here. They're off by a tick, so maybe we could go grab those. They're down there at that 929. But that's what I just want to watch. I'm watching the 4 hour, see how we react here. If we end up taking this low, then I think our next target is going to be to the downside. And where would that be? Well, if you guys know me, I'm looking for that 50%. I'm looking for, I think it's 760. I mentioned it this morning. So yeah, like 760, I think is the exact number. 760, close enough. So 760, and what lies there? We got 4 hour FVG that could be rebalanced. We could even wick down and balance all of this one. So maybe we get something like boom, 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 and then either we hold it or we come down and hit in this lower one, and then we get like a some kind of move up higher. We get a break of structure here, maybe a 50% pullback, and then we go back up higher. So I'm thinking maybe something like that, only if we start displacing below these lows and violate that 4-hour FVG to the downside. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. You know, and then it could be the opposite if we hold. So if we hold the 4-hour, you know, it's pretty much the same thing. We'll just draw one quick here, and it could be something like, oh, this holds tonight. Okay, we come up here, we get some kind of we close above this high in a 4-hour, we get a 4-hour a 50% pullback, and then right back up to the highs. We take those equal highs and stuff that I showed you. So that's two things, and it's all gonna depend on what happens with this 4-hour. I think it's gonna tell us everything. So that's NQ. ES still got some things brought up from today. Big thing with ES is ES has this weekly order block, and we know order blocks are just like FVGs. They like to come down and be balanced. So I think if things continue bearish overnight, 5066 is a good target for ES to come tap at least the top of this wick. It could dig down a little more, but this would be when it's hitting it right there, that 5066 level. So that's one spot I'm watching on ES. The daily, also same thing as NQ, sitting there with a inside that daily FVG. ES 4-hour 50% down would be down here at that 54.41 level. So 50.41 also puts us back here with this daily order block sitting here. It lines up kind of nice with 50% down here. So I mean, some kind of 50% pullback is absolutely possible here. Where's ES sitting right now? So ES is in this 4-hour. So watch this 4-hour tonight. Obviously, if this gets inverse, expect more downside to 50.68. So if we go 50.68, what else is there? It's obviously that weekly order block there. So that's just what I'm looking for on ES and NQ. Really don't have anything else to really go over. I mean, the 5. I'm gonna make another video tonight going over some 50% and some accumulation manipulation. So and today's kind of a good example of that, just because. Obviously, we get a pump up, we get a 50% down, we get a pump up, we get a 50% down. Pretty good example of that, especially coming off starting this afternoon. So I'm gonna make a separate video tonight, and hopefully have that published tonight, and then that we'll be going over a lot of what happened today. So with that, hope you guys had a fantastic day, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow.